Did somebody say controversy? Because this is exactly what we're doing today. We're doing another, I guess, discussion on mine, Dino Rhymestyle, my personal favorite list of all of my favorite cover arts of all time out of any Dragon Ball game released over the course of like the last 30 years, which is a lot of games, by the way. So what I want from you guys is a couple things. Number one, I want your top 3. I'm doing top 7 because this is my video, but from you, I'm gonna keep it simple. Give me your top 3 most favorite cover arts of all time and put them in order. Number 2, if you want to see more videos like this, hit that thumbs up. In fact, I challenge you guys to get this video to 8,001 likes, because why not? And if we do that, then we'll do more discussions like this in the near future. And finally, I always talk about this because Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I'm kind of late on the subject because I originally didn't want to make a video on this, but when the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot cover was revealed a couple of months ago, there was a lot of talk about it. Some people hated it, some people loved it. There's very few in the middle. I consider myself in the middle because I personally don't care about it, and the reason why is because I'd rather play these games than sit there stroking the cover and thinking, man, that's a beautiful looking cover. I like to play the games. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't really care about the cover that much. But I also understand that, you know, you got to have a good cover to go along with it. And when they do something simple like they did in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, it's like, why did they go with this? Whatever. Point is, let me know your top favorite covers down below. And let's get into my list. Number 7. Number 7. I got to go with Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1. Now, there's a lot of reasons why I'm putting this on the list. Partially, I feel like I'm thinking too nostalgic, because this is the first good Dragon Ball game in my childhood. You gotta remember, when I started playing Budokai 1, I had just come from the PlayStation 1 era where they had Dragon Ball GT Final Bout, which is an awful game. They didn't even have the right voices in English. It was just a terrible game. And then we also had Ultimate Battle 22, which is also a terrible game. And the one good game on the PlayStation 1, which is Dragon Ball Z Legends, never came out overseas for whatever reason. And that one I never really got a chance to play because, again, it was kind of hard to access it. But yeah, PlayStation 1 was a rough era for Dragon Ball games. And then out of nowhere, Infogrames, which was, I guess, before the Bandai era, technically Bandai owns the license to this now, gave us this, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1. And man, this is an absolute game changer in everything that they gave us in this game. This is like my first step in anime games and really getting into it. Well, technically my first favorite anime game of all time was Gundam Battle Assault 1, but we're not gonna talk about Gundam games today. We're talking about Dragon Ball games. So yeah, I do gotta mention that the alternate cover art, which was released overseas, which you can see right here, looks a lot better to this compared to what we got. And the thing is I've always been a bigger fan of the simplistic covers where not too much is going on the screen. It works here because they have Goku like in his regular colors, and then they kind of have his obstacles in the background in like the reddish colors, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what Piccolo's there. Granted, Piccolo did shoot him in the chest in the Raditz arc.
Oh, my sternum!
So I guess you can technically count that. But I feel like it would have fit better to have like Frieza there. You obviously have Vegeta. Granted, this is the wrong Vegeta, but this is Vegeta from supposed to be Vegeta from the Saiyan arc. And of course, you got the big villain, which is Cell, which is where the game basically ended. So I don't know, it works, but I still prefer that the alternate art, which you can see right there, way more over this, just because, I mean, everything from the simplistic design to the art style was beautiful. So yeah. Number 6, Raging Blast, not 2. I don't like the cover art for this. As I mentioned, there's way too much going on. I mean, I feel like with some of these games, they'll literally just slap a bunch of renders together and they call it a day, and it's like, yeah, we're done here. Now, Raging Blast 1 cover, in my opinion, was actually fantastic because it was so simple. You know, you got Goku, you got Broly. That cover art, which you can see right there, because I don't have the physical copy on me right now, I have no idea where it is, screams Saiyan rivalry. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I'm not the biggest Raging Blast fan, but you can't deny that cover art, it's amazing. It's fantastic. So yeah. Number 5. This is one that you guys are not gonna actually expect to see on this list. Legacy of Goku 2. Now, there's many reasons why I'm picking this and putting this on my list, because number 1, as you guys know, I collect cards. I love cards and the whole holographic aspect of it. And that's exactly what they did in here. Now, you know, they got Goku in his basic, you know, art style, and then they made a whole background, which by the way perfectly describes the Cell arc, holographic. You know, you got Trunks in the bottom, obviously being the big factor, which why the Angel arc happens the way it happens. He travels back in time because his future is riddled with androids, and then of course you got the menacing Cell in the background. I think this cover art is fantastic. I mean, there's a reason why I had to buy a sealed copy of this game. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to mention Boost Fury. While I do think Boost Fury was kind of a dope cover art, this doesn't really fit as well. I feel like it was a recycled version of this. You know, you got Boo in the background and then everybody else in the silhouettes. You can see it right here in case you don't remember what it looks like somewhere on the screen. But this right here, they just do absolutely right. So easily, it's got to be on my list. Number 4. I don't know. I feel like this is going to get an interesting, I guess, reaction. None other than Burst Limit. Now, the reason why I like Burst Limit is, again, we're going back to the whole simplistic factor of cover arts. What they basically did is they threw Goku in the middle. You know, they got him in his regular colors. And then in black and white, they have Cell, and they got Frieza. And also, to kind of add a little bit of touch to it, they gave them the red eyes, signifying that obviously they're the villains of the series. I kind of wish Burst Limit was finished, because as you guys know, this game ends on the Cell arc, and you could tell that they plan to do more. They even include cutscenes of stuff that's not in the game after you beat every single arc. I really wish that one day we would get like a Burst Limit 2, or like a Burst Limit, I guess, Unleashed, where they actually go all the way up to the Kid Buu arc, because this is a fantastic game. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about the cover arts. This works. This works. It perfectly, I guess, captures the villains of the Dragon Ball series, not all of them, obviously, and of course the hero of the show, which is none other than Goku himself. I don't know, I mean, like I said, this is one of my favorite games of all time when it comes down to Dragon Ball stuff. It's easily in my top 10, but it just works, and because of that, I can't not include this in my list, you know? Now's the part where we get real controversial, because we get to top 3, and you're probably wondering, like,
Ryan, where's the Budokai 3s? Where's the Tenkaichis? Where's the so-and-sos?
there's gonna be that one person that's gonna ask for where the Ball Z cover is, but spoiler alert, it's not on this list. But I cannot have a list for best cover arts when I include this guy, Budokai 3. Budokai 3, as I mentioned in this entirety of this video, is very simple and it works. I like to see Goku just sitting there by himself without too much going on. And the funny thing is I bet you that when they made the cover art for this, for Dragon Ball FighterZ, they wanted to recreate the Budokai 3 cover, but it just doesn't work. The thing about this cover is while I'm not the biggest hater of this cover, I feel like when this first came out, there was a lot of controversy around it. I don't hate it. I do not hate this cover, but I feel like it's got too much going on with like the flame coming off his fist, and then the weird background, and then the placement of the Dragon Ball FighterZ logo. It just doesn't work that well. Whereas Budokai 3, which again you can see right here, it fits. It fits really, really well. So I can't not have this list without having that legendary cover on the screen. Now, if this is number 3, what are the top 2? What could you possibly put in the top 2? And this is the part where I feel like a lot of people would disagree on me with this. Number 2. Easily, hands down, goes to this guy right here, Budokai 2. This is probably one, in my opinion, the most slept on Budokai game. I will say right now, I did not like the story mode in this just because of the whole board game thing. I never really got into it. But again, we're not talking about gameplay here. We're talking about the cover arts. And the reason why I like this so much is because they try to do too much, but it kind of made a pop to the point where it works. Obviously, you got Vegeta in the middle, which signifies they're adding fused characters into the game. And then in the background, you kind of got like the continuation of what was made with the Budokai 1 cover. This is exactly what this is. This is literally made to be a sequel to Budokai 1 as far as cover art. You know, you got the whole grayish, silverish background featuring Buu. You got Goku tossing the Spirit Bomb at him. And then, of course, you got Gotenks in there as well. But then they got the way they got Vegito in the middle. It just fits really, really well. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this cover. You know, again, the whole trading card thing, you got the holographic background, and then you got the character in the middle. This looks like a trading card. So, easily, I got to put this on my list. Now, the question is what's number 1? Is it gonna be Xenoverse 2? Is it gonna be Ultimate Tenkaichi? No, it's not. I feel like my number 1 most favorite cover art of all time is something that's so slept on, and I feel like a lot of you guys forgot about that, mostly because this game exists. And no, this is not my number 1. Again, my problem with the Tenkaichi 3 cover that we got over here, I think the cover art that they got across the seas was a little bit different. The problem I had with this cover art is too much going on, and also on top of that, I just don't really like it that much. But the game before that is absolutely perfect. This is one of the first times where they decided to experiment and not have just Goku all in the cover art, but like they put Trunks in the middle, and then of course, you know, because you got to have Goku in there somehow. They got Kid Goku, you got Goku from Z, and then of course you got Goku from GT in the middle. I don't know, I just like the fact that they got Trunks there, and the first time Trunks came out in the show, in the series overall, he was just one of the most coolest characters of all time. He's got a sword, he's another Super Saiyan that popped up. Trunks is really, really cool. And then this cover art, again, it's simple, but it works really, really well. I feel like this is one of the most slept on and the best cover art of all time out of any Dragon Ball game. I will fight you for it. Like, I don't know. It's my opinion. I guess it's very, very important to keep mentioning this is my opinion because people like to disagree, which is fine, which is the reason why I like doing videos like this where we can kind of discuss back and forth. But you can't deny, whether this is your top cover or not, you can't deny this is a really, really good cover art. Again, I feel like they could have done it without the Gokus in the reflection, but I know why they did that. It's to signify that, you know, this goes all the way through GT and stuff like that. On top of that, putting Goku on the cover arts is always a bonus as well. But this is just dope to me. This is just absolutely dope to me. So yeah. All right. I'm kind of curious to see what you guys are going to say down below. So, again, let me know your top 3. Let me know your thoughts on the Ball Z Kakarot cover art. And, of course, if this video gets to 8,001 likes, at some point, we'll do another discussion like this where I will basically toss out my opinion and then have fun reading the comments about that, because that's usually the best part about doing discussions like this on the internet. Anyways, let me know your thoughts down below. My name is Rhymestyle. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.